ridiculous. Mainly because it's a challenge. Marvellous.
Absolutely disgusting. What's right with it?
I do know what I'm not talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your host for tonight's show, a man known to friends and colleagues alike as Here's the Bastard Now. It's your very own Mr. Barry Veltz! Sorry. Yeah, well, good evening. Welcome to the show. A little bit tired this evening. I was up all night, nothing the way you're thinking. No, we've just got a new dog, special offer. Buy 1,000 rolls of toilet paper, get a free puppy. And we've gone through nearly 600 rolls, cleaning up after him. I think he's a cross between a poodle and a greyhound, a poo-hound. My wife has been training him as a guard dog to stop people coming into the house. Not everyone, obviously. Just me. Yeah, she's also been training him to do his business on a newspaper, as I discovered on the bus to work this morning. I've tried teaching him to sit, but I think he's a bit deaf, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I've decided to call the dog P45 because every day he leaves another job. Ha ha! Yes. So, let's go over to Hugh Pugh. Hello, Hugh. Where? Hugh. Where? What? Hugh? Where on earth are you?
Nowhere. I'm not on Earth. This is a satellite transmission from the satellite.
What? You're in the HTV satellite. What? How'd you get up there?
How do you think? I drove. I'm not going to walk, am I? I got all my tools with me.
What? Why aren't you weightless?
I had a suet pudding and custard before I came out. Nerys? Hughes? What are they doing up here?
Hugh, if you don't mind me asking, what are you actually doing in the HTV satellite?
Oh, viewers in Haverfordwest are getting bad reception. It's their own fault for living there. But I gotta fix it.
All right. Oh, all right. A little bit.
Right.
Up.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
up.
All right.
Up. No. Yeah, that's much better. No, come on.
That?
No, I can't see you at all.
Which
I like. But yeah, but further over. Up. That's it. That's better.
That?
Yes. Yeah. No, up. Yes, that's it. Hold it there. Stay there. Just keep it there. Good. Let's have the special report.
You bastard!
Oh, what? Nerys Hughes. Incredible. These are the very pants that Hugh has just thrown out of the satellite. Look, you can see the scorch marks caused by the heat of re-entry here. At least, I think they're I think they're... No, actually... Yeah, let's just have the special report, shall we?
There were angry scenes again last night outside the house of a local woman who posed for pornographic magazine Top Wank with her clothes on. The protesters, many of them respected local perverts, daubed graffiti on the side of her house in protest at not seeing her firm young breasts and ripe bosoms and great wibbly wobbly good. I asked Tanya Bum if she'd expected such a strong reaction when she posed for the centrefold wearing Wellingtons on a Mac. Tanya Bum, did you expect such a strong reaction when you posed for the centrefold wearing Wellingtons on a Mac?
No, I was prepared for gossip. I was quite prepared for it, but I wasn't prepared for the writing outside the house. That is disgusting, you know. There's no need for that at all.
Yeah, but you can understand, can't you? People were very disappointed. They paid good money. They expected to see your box.
Oh, you think it's ridiculous?
And every Top Wank subscriber that I spoke to said exactly the same, except they used different words.
It's disgraceful. It makes you evil.
In a free country, I feel it's disgusting.
This bitch must come to an end.
Yes, Fishguard people are proud of the fact that they like to toss themselves off while looking at naked bodies. But if Tanya Bum won't get a kit off, there's plenty of others who will. What would you say if you're asked to pose naked for a magazine?
Well, I could say yes to it, isn't it?
Told you. What do you think of women who pose for porno magazines fully clothed?
I think they're absolutely disgusting.
Do you ever pose naked?
Yes, I do.
Perhaps that's one magazine to avoid. Ah! There's you, Pew, naked under my clothes in Fishguard.
Well, I have a woman sitting next to me now. Yes. And if I were to say that only this afternoon she had that cameraman's testicles in her hand, you'd probably think, ah, yes, she looks like a prostitute. But she's not a prostitute, are you? No. No, she is, in fact, the nurse here at HTV, and Gary there was consulting her about a serious genital disorder, which I'm sure he won't mind me mentioning. Hope she warmed her hands first, eh, Gary? And I'd like you to warm your hands now by giving a big warm welcome to Matron. Right, well, now, Matron is here to take questions from the audience. That's you. So can we have our first question, please? Is there... Yeah, the slightly overweight woman.
Should sex be painful?
Very interesting. Does the question mean painful for the woman or painful for the man?
I'll ask her. Do you mean you or your boyfriend? I don't know, she might be a lesbian, I don't know. I'm assuming not, no. Actually, by the look of it, Matron, I think it's her. I think she's in pain. Little bit of trouble with the old, you know, with the downstairs kind of, but, you know.
The vagina.
What did you call me?
We're talking about vaginas, Barry.
Well, just the one. I mean, I'd be surprised, you know, if... Yeah, just the one. OK, so what do you think?
What's your name, young lady?
Sandra.
Right, Sandra. Sandra's discomfort may be one of two things. Let's take dryness first.
OK.
Now, in a normal vagina, a layer of cells, a squamous epithelium, forms a mucous membrane which produces the white opaque fluid which oozes from the vaginal walls, which makes it, nice. It makes it nice and fresh and warm and moist. Now, if the production of the mucus is interrupted...
Oh.
No, come on, Barry. We're going to have to deal with a very, very dry vagina.
Oh, I don't want to deal with that, really.
So, now, what happens next, Barry?
Oh, I don't know, Matron.
Think of a car engine.
Any particular car?
Volvo.
Volvo, right.
That'll help you.
Got it.
The action of sexual intercourse is similar to the action of a piston in the cylinder. What happens when you run out of oil?
Seizes up.
Exactly. It seizes up.
Are you saying that that's what happened to Sandra's vagina? Ah. So what can poor old Sandra do?
Lubricate.
Oh, really? What, Castrol GTX? Any sort of...
Gel, jam, jelly...
Oh, yeah?
Anything you can lay your hands on, really.
Anything goes, right.
A normal vagina can cope with anything. I mean, for heaven's sake, it's designed to accommodate a baby's head.
Oh. What pervert would stick a baby up? Oh, no, come... Yeah. No, of course, yeah. Childbirth, sorry, coming out, yeah. Stupid of it.
So, if tightness is occurring, you're probably suffering from what we call clamping.
Right, well, Sandra is, anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Clamping.
Get your finger out, Barry.
Eh?
Point your finger towards me.
Oh. Yeah, like that? Yeah.
Now, move it backwards and forwards. Now, this is normal lovemaking, isn't it? Right?
Is it?
But with clamping,
Yeah.
this happens.
Oh,
Strong grip there, matron.
Well, thank you, but that's nothing compared to the vice-like grip of a vagina in spasm. However, if it's anal penetration, then, you know, you're talking about something else altogether.
No, please. No, stop.
Seriously, it's a very important...
No, please. No, we don't want to go into Sandra's anus. Quite no. Let's leave it there. I think that's enough advice for tonight. Thank you very much indeed, matron, for going.
Good day. I care about the fish in the sea, so I don't want to contaminate their home by flushing my excrement into it. How would you like it if someone came round and shat in your home? So whenever I feel the need to evacuate my bowels, I like to shit into something handy, like a Tupperware container. And once a month, I dispose of it in the garden. Why don't you do the same? Good day.
Right, let's have a commercial break.
Holidays can be stressful, so why not stay at home? For only £500 a week, No Holidays or Fishguard will arrange for you to stay in your own house. And for an £800 supplement, No Holidays will arrange for you to still go to work as well. Book now to avoid disappointment.
Welcome back. You know, mugging is a nasty crime. It's a mean crime. And when it's someone in a wheelchair, that is despicable. But, you know, he just ran over my foot and grabbed my wallet. I didn't have a chance. Excuse me, I'll just take this. Hello? Yep. What? There's a bee he wants to speak to me. Tell him I'll give him a buzz later on. OK. Anyway, sorry about that. What I was going to say... Excuse me, Yeah. What? There's a mouse. There's a mouse. What? Tell him I'll squeak to him later. I'm so sorry. Anyway, what I was going to... Hello? Yeah. What? A crow? A crow? Tell him I'll give him a call later on. Oh. I'm so sorry. Now, listen, what I was going... Oh, it just goes... Hello? What? A spiny anteater? Well, tell him... Tell him to bugger off. Moving on.
Good day. Back pain is a problem for a lot of people, and animals are no exception. This fish here has been suffering from headaches because of tension in the neck. You can see that his posture is quite poor. So I'm going to very gently massage the vertebrae in his back to provide some relief. There. Let's relieve the little fella. Good day.
The Adventures of Welshman. What more wholesome sight could there be than young people enjoying the Welsh National Eisteddfod on television? But what is this? They seem to be laughing at the Eisteddfod. Indeed, they are laughing. This looks like a job for Welshman. Welshman? This looks like a job for Welshman. Come on, Welshman. Is it a dog? Is it a wheelbarrow? No, it's Welshman. Hurry, Welshman. The youths are making disrespectful comments about the traditional Welsh hats. Not a moment too soon, Welshman bursts in upon the room. He changes channels, thus stifling coarse remarks about the Archdruid's horde. and lectures the shamefaced youngsters on the finer points of Welsh culture. Thank you, Welshman, for saving the Eisteddfod from ridicule.
G'day. You know, specialised dog whistles make a note so high that to the human ear, they're completely silent. They're also bloody expensive. But it's dead easy to convert a cheap, ordinary whistle like this by doing this. There. And that saved you £12.50 as well. Good day.
Hello. Bloke come round the other day selling insurance. He went on and on and on about how if I had an accident, the insurance company would pay up. So I said, better get your checkbook out then. That's while I've been standing here listening to you, I've had an accident. In my trousers. And he said, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you, you are not covered. I said, I bloody am. Oh. He wasn't very helpful, was he? Not like me, you see. I like to help people. I like to help old ladies across the road. I go up to them and I say, excuse me, do you want to touch my knob? And they're across that road in about half a second. Aye. A woman fainted on the pavement the other day, so I went to help. I thought, right, first thing you have to do is loosen tight clothing. So I undid my trousers. Then I tried the kiss of life. Tongues and everything, man. But it didn't seem to work, and I thought, well, perhaps the airway is blocked. And I looked down, and sure enough, my knob had somehow got lodged in her throat. So immediately, after about 5 or 6 minutes, I pulled it out, and she came to. It was a very satisfying moment for both of us. Good night. There, man. Hello. West Wales Ornithological Trust, WAWAT, is concerned about a blind seagull which keeps missing its nest when laying its eggs. Mayor of Fishguard and keen birdwatcher Mr. Kenny Twat, who's an expert on tits, had suggested providing the seagull with a very small guide dog. A spokesman for WAWAT said that the problem with Mr. Twat's idea was that it was bollocks. There were angry scenes today at the Welsh Language Homosexual Society, following revelations in a Sunday tabloid that its chairman, Peter Satchell, is heterosexual. Amid calls for his resignation from the society, Mr. Satchell, who started at the bottom and worked his way up, said, I bent over backwards to accommodate all the members, but accept that as I am now a heterosexual, my position will have to change. Mr. Satchell added that although he regretted what had happened, he had no regrets. Following poor sales figures, Boring magazine, which is about drills and drilling, is to be relaunched as Interesting magazine, even though that doesn't make any sense. No trains ran from Fishguard again today because of a sign warning people to beware of trains. Train drivers have taken the advice to heart and are now too frightened to go near their trains. And finally, the top half of Prince Charles was in Fishguard today, accompanied by 3/8 of Mayor of Fishguard, Mr. Kenny Twat. Right, bottom half spent the afternoon in Haverfordwest. Good night.
Ah, well, there we are. There we are. That's about it for now. But one thing I had heard recently was that they are relaunching Mates condoms. And I've got a good slogan for them. Wear a mate and you'll come to no harm. I've got another one. No, I've got another one. Stick your knob in a mate. I don't know where I get them from. Good night. Good night.
And finally, the man who loves a challenge, Gerard Pillock, has moved to Haverfordwest, where he plans to lead a quiet life away from the glare of television. When asked to appear on Lookout Wales, he refused. I talked to him about why he didn't want to talk to me. Gerard, it's not going to be easy for a celebrity such as yourself to avoid the cameras. Are you optimistic about never giving any interviews?
Oh, very optimistic. I will do it. Talking on a long-term view, I will do it. But I'm hoping to do it this first time.
You're hoping not to do this interview?
Well,
All right, we'll come back to that one. Haverfordwest, then. Why do you want to live in Haverfordwest? Nobody else does.
Mainly because it's a challenge. First of all, it's a challenge for me. Secondly, it's a challenge for the coracle. And again, it's a personal challenge for me to keep the coracle and the tradition alive.
Well, it's certainly a challenge for the coracle, isn't it? Because Haverfordwest, they're on the coast. Why didn't you move to Fishguardman on the sea?
It's a personal challenge for me to keep the coracle and the tradition alive.
You can say that again.
Again, it's a personal challenge for me to keep the coracle and the tradition alive.
Okay.
Well, coming up next tonight here on HTV Wales, The Pop Factory, and that's followed at midnight by more late-night drama in Night and Day.
Thank you very much, Geraint. Would you like to say good night to the viewers?
Well,
Okay, I'll do it then. This is Hugh Pugh saying good night. Good night.